wife, Fiona Jameson, was a surgeon. Throughout her career, she had saved countless lives. But the one person she couldn't save was me. Nathan Aniston, her true love, and I were in a car accident together. She rushed to his side first. It wasn't until 3 months after my death that she realized the person frequently chatting with her on WhatsApp wasn't me, and she panicked. After my death, bound by unfinished destiny, I lingered on as a spirit, quietly staying by Fiona's side. The hospital corridors echoed with the sounds of screams and cries. Just an hour ago, a severe multi-vehicle collision had occurred on the city's bridge. The scene was unbearable. Every doctor in the city, including Fiona, was called in to help. I lay in a pool of blood, struggling to suppress the metallic taste rising in my throat. When I saw Fiona, I felt a surge of relief. But the next moment, I felt as if I had plunged into an icy abyss. Fiona saw me lying there, yet she stepped over me and rushed to Nathan's side. She lifted him, her face filled with concern and urgency I had never seen before. I was covered in blood, and I tried to tell her I was hurt, but as I opened my mouth, a torrent of blood gushed out. By the time I could lift my head again, Fiona had already placed Nathan in the ambulance. I didn't want to die alone, so I mustered all my strength and called out her name, Fiona. Fiona turned back and looked at me coldly. You just vomited some blood. Nathan has multiple fractures. He needs me more than you do. I know what you're going to say, but you wait here. Someone else will come to help you. With that, she slammed the ambulance door shut and disappeared from my sight with Nathan. Fiona didn't know that a piece of rebar was embedded in my back, piercing through my body. I was about to die. If she had just looked closely, she would have seen it, but her attention was entirely on Nathan. But none of that mattered anymore. After all, what was left to fight for when one was about to die? The hospital was overflowing with patients, and there weren't enough beds to go around. After finishing Nathan's surgery, Fiona had no choice but to place him on a temporary bed in the hallway. Wrapped in bandages and looking pale and drained, Nathan tugged at Fiona's heartstrings. In a hoarse voice, Nathan said, "I'm fine now. You should go check on Oliver. He sounded pretty bad too." Fiona frowned sharply at the mention of my name. "What does it matter about that jealous, petty guy? Your health is what's important right now." Nathan fell silent for a moment. Then, as if reflecting on something significant, he continued, "This is all my fault. If I hadn't come back, you two wouldn't be in such a mess that it's come to the brink of a divorce." That was true. Just before the accident, Fiona and I were in heated discussions about our looming separation. Our marriage had been an arrangement between families, while Nathan was her university classmate. I knew all along that Fiona didn't like me, but under the pressure from our families, we went through with it anyway. I tried everything to be the husband she deserved, hoping that one day I could take Nathan's place in her heart. Then Nathan returned from abroad, shattering my hopes. Upon his return, he called Fiona first. It changed everything. Despite the fact that I was the one who married her, Fiona spent most of her time with Nathan. We had an explosive argument just before my accident. After I lost my cool, she stormed off. Moments later, I got a call from Nathan asking to meet. I never imagined I would crash my car on the way to see him, and that it would cost me my life. Shaking off those thoughts, I watched as Fiona tucked the blanket around Nathan, speaking softly. "It's not your fault. Oliver and I were never on the same page. He's too suspicious and overly sensitive. He doesn't even take the time to understand me. Our divorce was mutual, so don't blame yourself." I wore a wry smile, thinking, so, this is how she views me. Just then, a frazzled nurse rushed over, holding my ID. "Dr. Jameson, your husband, Oliver." Fiona's expression instantly turned cold. "So he wants me to go see him? Please." He just coughed up a little blood. "A grown man can handle that. He's probably just faking to get some sympathy. Tell him I'm going through with the divorce and that he needs to stop bothering me." Without allowing the nurse to respond, Fiona spun on her heel and walked away briskly, a wave of indignation trailing behind her.